friends, Heidi here from Rain Country. God is good all the time. And I'm here today to answer a couple of questions in regards to our rainwater catchment. And if you're interested in learning more about it and how we do it, I did a video a few years ago, which I'll link to down below, because I'll cover some of it here, but I might miss some important things I'm not thinking of. But mostly it's about a couple of questions that came in when I mentioned it in a more recent video. And so one of the pictures I'd shown in that video was the 255-gallon drums that we initially collect the water into. And someone was expressing concern, saying, I heard that you're not supposed to do that in plastic drums because they can get algae, etc., etc. So I wanted to cover what we do and just explain a few things in regards to that. So the 255-gallon drums are only the beginning of the rainwater catchment. We also have two 1,100-gallon tanks that are buried in the ground, which keeps them insulated and protected from light exposure. And the two tanks are just where the initial collection comes into. So a couple of things to understand about this is that one of the reasons why the blue tanks are better or other such tanks like that is because they are opaque. If you're collecting your rainwater into clear plastic, then yes, you're going to have far more issue with algae because algae needs sunlight. Now, it's not to say that you can't still get algae in these opaque tanks. However, especially here with our high amount of rain that we get, which is anywhere from 120 to 160 inches annually, which is a lot, the tanks stay pretty well flushed out. The worst it's ever going to get is towards the end of the summer if we happen to have a dry summer, which, yes, we can get occasionally. In fact, we did this last year. But how the system is set up is we have one tank that actually the initial rainwater goes directly into that tank, and that's what we call the first flush. Then it goes into the second tank. From there, this means that the first tank is going to have the dirtiest water in it. The second tank is going to be cleaner. And then from there, any excess goes down into the underground storage. But also that water from the second tank is what we collect to use as the water that we consume, which we don't consume it straight from the tank. We then filter it using a couple of, I think when I did that previous video, we only had the ceramic filters and we only had one. Now we have it set up so there's two of the black Berkey filters in our filtering system. And so it goes through that process and it ends up very, very clean after that is done. We also have other ways to clean the water, such as reverse osmosis and I believe UV light, a UV light setup. I think Patrick said he has it, but we've never used it. So the important thing is understanding if your rainwater collection is above the ground, as long as it's opaque, that's what's important, because it's going to be most likely to prevent algae. And then the other thing is at the end of the season, at the end of the summer, that is when we're most likely, just about the time the rains start coming back, is when we will flush out both tanks. So we'll do the first tank, flush that out, and then we'll do the same with the second tank once the first tank gets filled up with rainwater, so we always have something, and then we'll flush out that second tank. So there is that too. And again, we do have that video that I have linked in the description box if you want more information on what we do. But if you're interested in putting in a rainwater catchment system, just realize everybody's going to have their own way, own method, own setup that's going to suit them. And so I suggest not just watching our video, but watching other channels' videos about how they do it, because you may find something that's more suitable to you in your area and so on. So I hope you enjoyed this video and that helped a little bit. And please share your thoughts and ideas or even questions in comments down below. And thanks for watching. Take care and God bless.